英語研究プロジェクト、よくある間違いを分析します。今回は Can you eat sushi? という質問に対して自分の意見と感じていることの話をしますね。単純なことには、見えますよね、正直。なんでわざわざこんなことに時間をかけて動画にするの？そこまで必要ないんじゃないの？そうですね。このチャンネルではそういう細かいところを分析するのがよくあること。好きですからね。ある意味自分のストレス発散にもなります。最終的に、このチャンネルの目的はですね、皆さんの英語力をアップさせることが一番の目的です。もちろん、お寿司食べられますか？ Can you eat sushi? 今でも週1回ぐらいのペースでこのような質問聞かれますが、いつもね、ちょっと違和感を感じてモヤモヤしてしまいます。このテーマに関して簡単な英語で解説していきますね。So let's break it down into 4 sections. We'll look at the problem, the reason, the solution, and some examples. I hope you'll learn something new about this seemingly straightforward question. First, let's look at the problem. Can you eat sushi? Can you eat sushi? As I mentioned in the intro, I probably get asked this kind of question once, sometimes twice a week. Now, there's nothing wrong with this sentence in the grammatical sense. It's perfect. But there comes a time when you've just gotta man up, bite the bullet, nip it in the bud. You know, face the truth. Sure, some native speakers would use a sentence similar to this. But here's the thing. It really depends on the situation. Can you eat spaghetti? Of course I can. You can? That's great. Why wouldn't I be able to eat spaghetti? Some people can't. Do you think I'm like a baby or something? I can use a fork, you know. What are you getting at? Are you making fun of me? What? No, of course I'm not. All right, I'll come clean. I was exaggerating just a wee bitty, but it's just to illustrate my point. What's my point? Let's go deeper. When we're asking a can question like this, it's focusing more on ability. Yup, that's what I'm getting at. Can you physically perform this action? Can you do it well? Can you do it without any problems? So when you ask the question, can you eat sushi? It sounds kind of disjointed, like a bit of a silly question. Can I eat sushi? Of course I can eat it. You just stick it in your mouth, chew and swallow. But I don't want to because I don't like it. You can eat tissue paper, you can drink drain water. It's possible, but I don't do it because I don't like it. Simple as that. Having said that, I guess most people would see what you're trying to say. But not everyone. Do you think I'm like a baby or something? I can use a fork, you know. So when do we use these kinds of can questions? It's mainly used for ability, availability, and permission. Can you do the backstroke? Can your dog give a paw? Can this car go from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds? Can you meet me at 6 instead of 7? Can you ask Jenny to pass me the spanner? Can you work on Sunday? Can I borrow your hairdryer? Can my assistant stop by your office to pick it up this afternoon? Can we smoke in public buildings in Japan? So as you can see, those are the 3 main categories of using can. But how about if you want to ask someone this question? Can you speak English? Well, it can come across as being a little condescending, like you're looking down on them, as if they're uneducated. How should we say it? Let's find out. I've still got loads more to tell you. So instead of saying, can you eat sushi? It's better to say it using these two very simple sentence patterns. Do you eat sushi? Do you speak Japanese? Do you drive? Do you cook? Do you eat meat? So by using do you, or as it's more commonly pronounced, ja, you're just asking about a person's lifestyle and it doesn't feel judgy in any way. You can use it for so many things, from riding a bicycle to playing the piano. Do you like sushi? Do you like wine? Do you like savory pancakes? Do you like tofu? Do you like raw meat? Like questions are much more commonly used with food and drink, but they're much more natural than can you eat or can you drink? Let's talk culture. In Japan, I've noticed that a lot of children use can a lot for talking about food and drink. 人参食べれる？食べられるよ。ピーマン食べられるようになったじゃん。えらい。A lot of kids in English-speaking countries probably wouldn't even be having this conversation, nor would their parents. It's just not the way people speak when talking about a particular food. It's not really anything to praise or be proud about. You either like something or you don't. My friend doesn't drive, so he says that it's such a hassle getting around here in Ibaraki. Instead of using can't, we used doesn't. Again, not talking about ability, more like the choices he has made in his life. A hassle is when something takes a lot of time and effort. Don't get it confused with hustle, which means to try really hard. Do you speak any other foreign languages? Not counting Japanese and English, of course. Again, we're using do instead of can. Not counting is also a great expression that I don't hear many people in Japan using. It's used in the same way as except. I've been to every prefecture in Japan, not counting Aomori and Yamaguchi. Do you drink? Is the Pope a Catholic? I'm a Scotsman. Of course I do. So people from Scotland are really well known for being big drinkers. If you ask a Scottish person, do you drink? They're going to come back with a snappy retort, something like, is the sky blue? Do fish swim? I can't stand raw fish or raw meat. It makes me gag just thinking about it. Gag has so many meanings, and one of them is when you think you're going to throw up, but you don't. Ugh, this smell is making me gag. Are there any foods that you just don't like? For me, I just don't like Goya or bitter gourd, as it's called in English. How about you? Are there any foods like that for you? Let me know down in the comments. 英語研究プロジェクト、よくある間違いを分析。